Annyeonghaseyo, welcome to Hallyuism. We are here to provide you with a glimpse of Korean culture.
안녕하세요. Sastriyakal. Nice to meet you, Mr. Taj. How have you been?
Pleasure to
I've
meet.
been not been great. Yeah. I just been flying around, but things have been good. Been blessed. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure. All right, we'll get started with the questions. Could you share with our audience what sparked your interest in acting and how did you transition from studying economics to pursuing a career in the arts?
Sure, yeah. My passion for the arts began nearly 12 years ago, I believe. Um, I came from a very academically focused background, but there was some point during my life where I was watching some films and TV series, and I wanted to explore this world of art a bit further. I played a lot of musical instruments during my life as well, but for acting, that was my spark back then. It was where I had a lot of curiosity, and it was something I wanted to go further in this endeavor. Despite that, I was, keeping up with everything, and I was very passionate about studying economics and business and trying to understand how the financial world works. So it was more about just my curiosity into things that, you know, helped me get more immersed into those kind of worlds. And when it came to acting, it was no different.
That's impressive. All thanks to your curiosity then. And
Thank you.
yes, you're impressively multilingual with certifications in Korean and Mandarin and plus conversational Japanese skills. What motivated you to pursue these languages?
It was honestly due to my life experiences. I had a lot of Asian friends growing up, and then going past through school years later on, I learned Chinese martial arts, like Wing Chun, things like that. So I learned a bit of Mandarin along the way and became decent back then at the time. Spoke a lot more. Same reason for Korean. Back when I was, I think, 18 or 19, I first started speaking Korean, and I was able to have decent conversation with the other Korean friends at that point. With Japan now, because now I'm now based in Japan and Tokyo, working on things. My Japanese has improved a lot more. So it is one of those. If I do not speak a language for a certain period of time, I do get a bit rusty or I start to forget. But practice makes perfect, I guess.
Absolutely. And you're amazing with everything. So let's talk about the most interesting, the last music video from BTS's album Right Place, Wrong Person. It was recently shown at the Cannes Line Festival and won an award for cinematography in 2024 at the Berlin Commercial Awards. How did you land this opportunity to work on this project? Could you talk more about the character you played in the MV?
Sure. So initially, I got the audition through my UK agent. So we had some emails on that, and I think I took about two auditions. I did my first audition. About 7 days went by, and then I think we had like another email come back saying for another audition. Got the confirmation. After that, it was only afterwards did I find out that they released the information and that I'll be working with RM in that music video. So I didn't know until the very end. It was very confidential. But yeah, I got the confirmation. I flew out, and in terms of my character, I play the show host or one of the show hosts. There was me and another co-show host, TV host, who gives this kind of vintage feel of welcome to the Lost show as we explore and go into Namjoon's like brain in some sense, which is like the music video. It's quite metaphorical and quite deep itself. But yeah, it was good, and it was a lovely experience to work on.
Yes, it was a lovely experience for the fans as well. And how is your overall experience working with BTS's RM? And do you have any memorable moments from the shoot?
Uh, I have I have memorable moments. It was first off, it was an absolutely lovely experience. I enjoyed it every minute of working on this project completely, working with everybody, the whole creative direction, and just the artistic project in itself and the inspiration behind it. Everything was, absolutely amazing. Um, yeah, I enjoyed working with like Sanyon and the creative ideas and RM and there was times where we were working on set. I think it was a night shoot. This was about a long time ago now, but it was a night shoot, and um, I remember coming off the stage for one of the takes, and just by surprise there was like pizza there for all of our cast, and RM just he took care of us like that. So I was very thankful and grateful, and yeah, it was just a really great time. I don't know how to really say it. It was one of my most favorite projects to date. I think my most favorite project to date of everything I worked on, simply because of the whole vibe of everything. It was super chill, super friendly, super warm. Just everything was great. It was all blessed.
Oh, it sounds super exciting.
It was amazing. Yeah.
And I'm sure it was. So going forward, Lost MV has won four categories under the music video section at the Cyclope Festival 2024. Did this project influence your own artistic journey in any way?
Uh, in what sense? Do you mean going further or um
The artistic expectations that you had before doing this MV and after the MV?
um it's I think before when we were doing the MV, I knew a lot of effort went into it. So I had a feeling it was going to do quite well when it came out. Of course, we didn't know how they were going to edit it and everything, but I was excited, and me and all the other co-stars, we were also very, excited for its release back in May 2024 to the rest of the world. Um, I didn't know how many awards it would win, or I didn't, I knew it was going to be popular, but I didn't know just how many awards it would win. So that itself was also being quite, quite expectational and phenomenal. And it's been a very exciting time. And I'm very happy to hear also the good news. Um, and yeah, like I said, it's a very artistic project, so I'm glad it got the recognition it deserved.
Yeah, it truly deserves all the recognition it received and much more as well. And you recently attended the Busan International Film Festival, where Right Place, Wrong Person documentary was screened. So, how was the reception at the festival, and can you share any insights or behind the scenes?
Yeah, sure. When I attended, I remember, so I had some business and things to do at the Busan Film Festival, and it just happened on that day that as soon as I got off at the train station, there were a lot of the army and fans that were there. That caught me by surprise. So that was a very uh surprising and exceptional time for me. So that was really nice. In terms of the documentary itself, I believe they've kept because I think this was the first showing. That was done in Busan, and they're going to show it to the West, or they're going to release it later on, I believe in December or later. So I think they want to keep a lot of things confidential, so I don't think I could really talk about much about the documentary at this stage. But me myself, I did enjoy watching it. I thought it was very interesting and very, 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 very real in that sense. But yeah, being at Busan, my first time at Busan Film Festival, everything was just amazing, lovely experience.
Lovely. And congratulations on your recent feature in a Bollywood movie, Ulash, and also you're working on an upcoming movie, Tehran. So, how was your experience working on Bollywood movies different from overseas projects?
It's I would say different in perhaps the way things are somewhat managed, perhaps with scheduling times, um and getting perhaps information before in advance. Sometimes those things are a little bit different. Not that it's good or bad in any sense. I think it's pros or cons, but I think that each country, now that I've traveled around the world, each particular production company in another part of the world or another country has its own way and style of doing things. And I think just being adaptable to accepting those and embracing it, and ultimately just getting the job done and being professional is what matters the most. Um, for me, it took me a while to, say, Japan, for example, it took me a while to get used to how things work here. But once I got the hang of it, I was very quick and adaptable, and now it's working well. I'm doing a lot of work here. Um, I enjoyed working on the Indian projects, Large and Turan, and yeah, it's if more things happen in the Bollywood world, I'm open to it. But for now, I'm just focused on what's coming my way and trying to do my best with that. So yeah.
We would love to see more of Bollywood projects. Are there any specific types or roles that you are eager to pursue?
I want to play, and I've had some projects come my way, and people have asked me this recently. There's a particular romance story that we may go forward on. I myself, I'm very keen on wanting to play some kind of action antagonist at this stage. I think if I could give life to a character like that, uh, with a very deep story, which gives it almost makes the audience think that okay, he's an antagonist, but you can't really feel that he's doing wrong, something like that, which blurs the lines. I think those characters are interesting, and I would love to get a chance to play something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe in the future we would be seeing you in a Mission Impossible or a Tom Cruise movie.
Maybe I'll keep trying my best. If it happens, it happens.
I'm sure it will. And what can fans expect from you in the near future? Are there any upcoming projects or collaborations that you can share with us?
At this stage, okay. We have Tawan, I believe, which is releasing later, at some point in India. Um, I worked on that project, I think, a few years ago now. There is another, I'm in talks with a collaboration with someone in the Japanese music industry who has like all their songs in karaoke and CDs and everywhere. So this one is a slight secret, but I'm working on something like that. So maybe by the end of this year or maybe early next year. Um, I have another Japanese drama that I will be focusing on early next year as well. Um, and yeah, it's just an exciting time for me in Japan, but a lot of things right now is in Japan. So yeah.
We all are very excited for that and all the very best. And last but not the least, the Indian BTS Army has been excited about your presence in the music video. That includes me as well. Ever since the video came out, do you have any message for the fans in India?
Indian armies, fans everywhere. I love you guys so much. Actually, you've shown me so much warmth. You've been so encouraging and so lovely. Like I've had so many experiences just when I'm just walking by on the street and people come up to me and give me like gifts or want a photo and things. You're also, warm and loving, and it encourages me as both as a human being and as an artist to just keep doing more and keep doing my best. And you know, I really appreciate all the genuine love like that. And I don't know. It's just I'm lost for words in that sense. I'm lost for words because you guys are just so amazing, and I really appreciate it. I really embrace that a lot. Thank you.
Army, you have the answer. And thank you so much for making time for this interview, Mr. Taj. It was really a pleasure having you here, and we truly enjoyed your conversation. And we wish you continued success and joy in all your future endeavors. Lots of love and best wishes from the entire team of Hallyuism India.
Awesome. Thank you. It's lovely speaking with you. Thank you so much.
To ride the Hallyu wave with us and explore everything related to South Korea and its culture, follow us on our social media platforms. We are active on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To keep up with our latest content, do follow our website www.hallyuism.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Thank you for watching. Annyeong!